She was greeted with a white paper. She stared at it as if it were paper waiting to blot the color of a world to make it duller and duller and duller and duller still, till there was no color left to kill. She knew the news was due. She knew he had been untrue. She knew all he would write and all he would do. Still, it made her blue. A blue, bluer than the bluest of blues, because here before her eyes was his goodbye to her and their child, his last and final lullaby. Haley. Her name had never sounded so sad. She could feel the sadness seeping slowly and silently from her name into her veins. Haley. The weight of her name written on that weightless paper was a weight to which there could never have been anything heavier. Haley. The coldness with which it was written froze her fingertips and almost did the same to the beating of her heart. Haley. For the first time in forever, she hated her hateful name. Haley. I loved you. The past tense of the sentence turned the three once tender words into terribly terrifying ones. His addition of a D was enough to make her see how things were going to be, how she was not his A, and not even his C, when she ought to be his entire A to Z. But I found someone new. She's Becca. You don't know her. But she did. She knew her all too well, almost as well as she knew herself. She knew the taste on his lips was Becca, his pants unzipped Becca, the cologne he generously sprays Becca, the childlike smile on his face Becca, the hesitation in his touch Becca, the office meetings he attends too much Becca, the 1 a.m. phone calls Becca, the unsaid I love yous and his and loving her all in all. Becca. It's been going on for 3 months. With the mention of the longevity, she lost her grip of gravity. Gravity lost its sanity. Everything turned upside down. She watched 5 faithful years fall apart and crumble down at the touch of an unfaithful quarter of a year. And I have broken my vows. He had broken so much more than his vows. He had broken a home and made it a house. He had broken a heart or two and a little girl's future too. He had broken a decade of love and memories. He had broken his once unbroken family. And I'm sorry, but it was not an apology she had wanted. She wanted his heart and she wanted his love. She wanted her husband whom she loved. She wanted to argue and she wanted to fight so he would stay the night. She just wanted a father for their child. But that God-forsaken letter was the last of that God-forsaken man, loveless. He left and left behind a letter, and 10 years later, all that is left of the people he left is a broken woman, too scarred to love, and a broken girl, too scared to love. That man he left, and love left with him.